Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rider Ramblings. It's a lovely day, and we're off to the office. I shall be at the office all day. I know I wasn't going to talk about the operation, but there's just one final thing I need to say. I went to the surgeon who referred me to the surgeon yesterday. So this is not the surgeon who actually did my face, but he was the one who did the biopsy and then referred me to the other surgeon. And he had a good look at the old boat race and removed about 3 or 4 of the last stitches that were there, and he said it's a very good job indeed, and he's very impressed, and he likes it a lot, and everything is looking hunky-dory. So it looks like it has been a success, even though we did have some hemorrhaging at the very beginning. So that's that. The end of the face saga, or thereabouts. So, what are we going to do today? I don't know, actually. We're in the office all day today. I've actually been working since 8 o'clock this morning, and I'm off to the office now, and I shall be in the office all day from about 10 o'clock until about 6:30, I think, there or thereabouts. I'm taking it easy because I haven't been riding the motorcycle very much in the last 3 weeks, so I'm not going to push my luck, or I'm going to take it a bit easier. Especially as we've got idiots on the phone in that Ranger, by the looks of things. So, yeah, never mind. So what's been happening? Not a lot, actually, in the world. I see, oh yes, I was watching the news today, probably not a good idea, and Clubman, I've got no idea what you're doing, but you're doing it wrong. Sorry. Yes, I was watching the news today, and they were talking about the rise in temperature in France. Now, they're not interested in anybody else, they're just interested in France, and this was the rise in temperature in France. And they said from 1981 to 2011, the average temperature in France rose by 0.4 of a degree. So about half a degree, just under, okay, in a 30-year period, which I suppose you could say is quite a lot, but when you think that in 1980 we were using coal and diesel, and we didn't have any emissions controls and things like that, it's not really very much when you think about it. And then they said from 2011 to 2021, so just a 10-year period, the temperature rose by 0.6 of a degree on average, 0.6 of a degree on average. So in 10 years it's accelerated, and that got me thinking as to why. Because we've been using a lot more gas, we don't have very much coal, we've been reducing the consumption of diesel and other such things, and in general trying to be green and the temperature's going up. Instead of actually sort of staying the same or reducing, it's actually going up. So the question is why? Now, of course, this could be legacy from the pollution in the previous 30 years. I don't know what Audi's doing. I don't think he does either. With his German flag on the back. Anyhow, yes, so it could be some legacy, but I don't think that's a good argument, because although there could be some legacy in the atmosphere, I think there are other factors. And when you think that we are using a lot less coal, there are very few, if any, coal-powered power stations in... Come on! Yes, wake up! Sorry. There are very few coal-fired power stations, and diesel, if you drive a diesel vehicle, you are considered the spawn of Satan and this type of thing. And we're not allowed to burn coal and in the fireplaces and things like that. And everybody's going over to gas and this type of thing. No, I'm not going to get through there, am I? So there's got to be another reason, and I'm coming to the conclusion that it's the urban creep. Now, this doesn't necessarily just mean houses, it means anything to do with urbanisation, because we're putting down a lot of concrete, and areas which, when I came to France, were fields and woodland areas and things like that, don't exist anymore. They've been turned into housing and factories and commercial centres and things like this. Watch where you're going. Cooey! And so on. And I go past a lot of these areas that when I actually arrived in France, they were fields. They were growing corn and wheat and other such nice things in them. And now they're covered with houses, or they're covered with industrial areas, or they're covered with shopping centres and this type of thing. I wonder if this is the reason. It's this sort of urban sprawl that's causing the problem, rather than the pollution that's being put out by vehicles and this type of thing. And of course, the other thing that was on the news, which is actually related to this today, is the fact that the EU have decided that there will be no, as they say, thermic vehicles allowed to be sold in the EU from 2035. They've actually said, that it will have to be electric or something like that. What's going on here? Because I want to go down there. I think we can get down there. Yeah. haven't actually blocked it off, but we've got lots of ambulances and this type of thing, so something of interest has happened. And there's a car there. Not sure what's going on there. There's just one car sat there. 2 ambulances and a fire engine. Never mind. Anyhow, so yes. So we're not allowed to buy internal combustion engine vehicles, or probably ones that use hydrocarbon fuels. So I imagine we'll have hydrogen, but that will probably be a fuel cell or something like that, and so on. So yes, so you know, the EU have put the nail in the coffin of this. Now, whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know, but I certainly do know that at the present time, electric vehicles are not necessarily as clean over their full life cycle as, say, some ICE, internal combustion engine vehicles. Yes, it depends on the vehicle, it depends on various things, but it's something we need to think about, because they're going to say, oh, look, you know, London is nice and clean and green, we've got no emissions, you know, and of course the power stations aren't in London, they're, you know, out on the coast or somewhere like that, polluting. And the fact that the vehicles are actually made somewhere else, and so the pollution is made in China or North Africa or Asia somewhere, you know, and that type of thing. But, you know, we're being green, yes, yes. And I really do think that they're not targeting this correctly. It's a bit like that Greta Thunberg, or whatever her name is, at Glastonbury, standing on the stage there, telling everybody to be green, when all the lighting and everything and that is sort of powered by diesel-powered generators, and she's telling everybody to be green, and then you actually see the mess that's been left behind by everybody at Glastonbury, which is not good. Oh, we've had another accident. We're doing very well today. Anyhow, I'll say thanks very much for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. A bit of a contentious issue today. I'll leave the camera running just in case anything interesting happens. And I'll see you next time.